What's up, guys, and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Bastila Shan and Jolee Bindo have been released. In the previous video I did, I talked about characters I think needed to be farmed to help with the future of the game, i.e. what characters would you need to get to 7 stars to help unlock other characters. I gave a list, and I spoke of why I think they are needed, because I think that Revan, Malak, all those great characters are going to be coming out. Mitra Surik, and Jolee and Bastila, we knew were going to be released, and they have been released. Now, let me tell you, I'm super excited about Bastila specifically. I am going to get her to 7 stars soon because she and her Zated leadership ability can dominate the arena. Jedi can take first, they can hold their own decently, and I'm excited to get her up there, get her Zated, so I can start running a Jedi team as well. But I had asked you guys if you liked some of the lore that I did. You said yes. So from now on, when I go over these characters, we're going to be doing a 2-part video series. First part is going to be on the lore of the character and how they fit into the Star Wars universe, and the second part is going to be actual gameplay, their kit, and how they work inside the game. So without further ado, let's start talking about the history of Bastila Shan. If you really want to get to know more about Bastila, I would suggest you go play the Knights of the Old Republic video game. It's one of the best video games of all time, and if you're a Star Wars fan and haven't played it, you need to go play it right now. It will completely expand the Star Wars universe as you know it. What was so special about Bastila is just a few of the things here. Is she was very adept in a certain force ability called battle meditation. And what that could do is from the outskirts of the battle, she could influence the outcome by boosting the morale of friendly soldiers and lowering the morale of enemy soldiers. You could face armies that were twice as large as yours, but if you were boosted by battle meditation and they were demoralized, the whole battle, the whole war could be affected, and that's what made her so special. During the Jedi Civil War, which was the time period after the Mandalorian Wars, when Revan and Malak went into the unknown regions after defeating the Mandalorians and came back as Dark Lords of the Sith with an army and fleet able to vanquish the Republic. During that time, the Jedi Civil War, Bastila was tasked to lead a strike team to capture or kill Darth Revan. The mission was a success. It wasn't a success because the Jedi actually defeated Revan. In the battle, Darth Malak, Revan's apprentice, turned on Revan, fired on his ship, and ended up severely wounding him. If it weren't for the Jedi, Revan would have actually been dead. The Jedi saved him, took Revan to the Jedi Council on Dantooine, and there the Council decided to use the Force to strip Revan of his memories and his identity as Dark Lord of the Sith. They figured that they could use him, teach him the ways of the Jedi again, and maybe he could eventually help them defeat Malak. Not long after all this took place, Bastila was tasked to lead a squad to Terrace, and she ordered to take Revan into the crew of the ship as well. Revan, at this time without his past memories, thought he was a soldier in the Republic fleet. The two of them met together on that mission. The ship was destroyed, they crash-landed on Taurus and escape pods. Revan actually had to save her. During this time, she said, you know what, he is still very strong in the Force. How can we utilize this? She took him to Dantooine and said that she told the Council, let's train him. Let's train him again as the Jedi. He can help us. They agreed. And after his training was completed, they sent Revan and Bastila on a mutual mission to find out how Revan and Malak assembled a fleet strong enough to vanquish the Republic. Now, on this quest with them were a bunch of characters. Zalbar, Mission, T3, Canderous, Karth, and a few others, HK-47. And that's what the game is about. It's about how all of these characters work together with Revan to take down Darth Malak. On these quests, they had to go search for keys to finding out how Malak and Revan had assembled a fleet, how he's still gaining ships, etc. And they ended up finding old Rakatan star maps, which each planet gave a piece of the puzzle to finding out where everything was taking place. Well, during their quests, they were captured by Saul Karath. He was Karth Onassi's old mentor. Karth is an admiral in the Republic fleet. Saul was also a very distinguished admiral, but he had become part of the Sith Empire. He revealed to Karth what really happened to Revan. And that's when he said, hey, that guy right there, you know, he's actually Darth Revan. Afterwards, after all this is taking place, Malak arrived on Saul's flagship, and he captured Bastila. Bastila was captured because she was fending Malak off, letting the others escape. The goal was to find the eventual Starforge and stop Malak from destroying the galaxy. She was then taken to the Starforge, which is a super weapon. I love this because it doesn't necessarily fire a weapon, it's what it does. The Starforge is a weapon which used to produce his fleets. It can produce massive amounts of resources, fleets, ships, droids, etc. in a very small amount of time because it's fueled by the dark side of the Force. Malak turned her to the dark side there. She became Malak's apprentice. Now, Revan and the crew had eventually gathered all of the information from all the star maps and found out where the Starforge was in the planet of Rakata Prime, or Lehon. They went there. He faced Bastila on the surface of the planet. He defeated her, and she was forced to retreat. Now, he, of course, followed her up to the Starforge. There was a battle. He won. He saved her. She started using her battle meditation for the Republic again, instead of for the Sith. That had kind of, given a beat down to the Republic until then. And they kissed, they fell in love. Revan ends up defeating Darth Malak. The Starforge is destroyed, the galaxy is saved. Revan and Bastila get married. This is where Bastila's story kind of winds up. They do have a kid, Varen. It's an anagram of Revan. Now, where Revan's story continues and Bastila's doesn't, is Revan starts to have these premonitions, these feelings that there's something else out there. Something else affected him. Something else turned him to the dark side of the Force, and he went out to search for what that was. Now, without spoiling Revan's story, we're going to stop there. But Bastila survived, along with her son, survived the first Jedi Purge when the Sith Triumvirate, Nihilus, Sion, and Traya ruled the galaxy, and eventually she became the great-grandmother and Revan, the great-grandfather, or great-great-great, somewhere in the lineage of Satil Shan, who was the Grand Master of the Jedi Order during the Great Galactic War. So before we end the video, I want to quickly go back into the game and look at Bastila's kit. Next video, I'm going to be getting her to 7 stars, gear 12, and using her in Arena to dominate the meta, and I cannot wait to get you guys footage of that. But let's look at her abilities and compare them to her and her persona as we know she is in the game. She has Jedi Assault, Rally, Subvert Defenses, Initiative, and Legendary Battle Meditation. She's going to use these abilities to boost her allies to help defeat the opposing team. Exactly what she does in the universe. She uses battle meditation. She is the ultimate support character, and I cannot wait to show you how she supports your own teammates in the game. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. If you haven't been to the channel before and you like what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button. After you hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell right next to it so you can get alerted to all of the new awesome videos that came out. And stay tuned for a walkthrough video of how to use her in the game. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.